What's up, anyhiphop.com? My name is E-Dubble. I'm here in Boston, Massachusetts, hanging out. Just had a show at the Middle East, and very happy to be up here and kicking it. And it's a great fucking town. Hope I'm allowed to curse. You don't care. Nobody cares too much.
First question, how has the internet affected your popularity as a musician?
Oh, well, I mean, without that as the medium for me to get my shit out to the masses, I don't think I'd be around. But even with that, I mean, you got oversaturated internet, and you've got, the good thing is the blogs and stuff now have the powers that like A&Rs used to have, so you still can be recognized out of a huge pool of people on the internet and like still really gun towards the same ambitions that you might have back when the record industry wasn't so fucked up. So it's the internet needs a few tips of the cap from myself. Basically, I mean, my fans are everything. They drive everything. So, and they're the reason that I'm around and that I'm able to be on a tour right now and everything. So, internet's ridiculous. Nice. Shout out to Straight Up Knives.
That's right. How did you kind of get into that, and what's going on with that situation?
Well, honestly, I mean, I fox with my Xbox, but I'm gamertag two-tone rebel. I think my shit's filled up, but I try to filter it out and stuff when I can so I can get games with fans and everything going on. But yeah, honestly, shout out to Chuck at Straight Up Knives. And he basically started using some of my Freestyle Fridays and some of my tunes in his like montage videos of his knife throwing, and just, I mean, he's the sickest like player in the world, pretty much when it comes to anything. I don't know how he does it. Like, I've watched these things with my music to it, and it's incredible. And there's just such a community behind that with such positivity and just like the commingling of the music and the video games and everything. It's like, it's a whole new kind of like, it's its own community, it's its own culture. It's very cool, and it got picked up by Chuck and a lot of people in the community. And I mean, I've got like 100,000 YouTube subscribers now, and I mean, most of that's due to that whole Call of Duty. Shout out to Call of Duty players everywhere, because I play that and geek out on it with fans talking to me straight through their headsets, and it's awesome. And shout out to everybody who plays Madden with me, because it's fucking awesome. It's just a cool community. It's cool to be involved in. Everything's so linked in with the social networks and the way you can just do everything from there, that it's so dope. So it's just another way to communicate with fans, and it's something that we all have in common, so it's dope. I think it's necessary, artistically, to always be creating, what you love to create, because you're always going to be finding new things and pushing the envelope with what you do as an artist. So, I mean, the way inspiration comes up for songwriting and the way things happen is like, is crazy. Like, I think I know the few variants that you can, change to, get yourself hyped up to write a song, but it's like, not really. So you never know when inspiration hits, but at the same time, when it's, your career choice and you're banging so hard for this thing that you love, you gotta kind of put a schedule to it with some things. So like, that's what Freestyle Friday was good for, and First Friday is now. I mean, Freestyle Friday was me really cutting my teeth and my chops on like songwriting and getting myself figured out and using samples as a way of doing that and that kind of thing. And I grew so much in that year, and like, I would recommend that to anybody. And just constantly creating and just letting yourself get out there and be creative and do stuff that you wouldn't think to do. And, so that's what it's about. And like, I don't care if it necessarily has a project or not. I just love to feed the fans, because they just are so receptive, and it's just awesome to get that outpouring. So getting that feedback and knowing where you are on your own creative shit is really what it's about. So it's pretty dope. First Fridays was sort of like a concept I actually had back after Freestyle Friday, but we just didn't have the right time to sort of implement it. I wanted to do, and I'm still going to do it, where there's going to be a video, hopefully, with each release, and just a lot of content behind the things, and basically a consistent I mean, I'm constantly making music, and I have a ton of shit that I want to get out there, but it's just there's not always we don't have the same vehicle to sort of get it out there. And First Friday is like nice to have a consistent, reliable thing for the fan base to sort of sink their teeth into, and like it gets me so hyped up to be on that kind of schedule. Like fuck yeah, today's the release day, and like I'm like I just geek out on it when I get on Twitter, and like it feels so good. It's like that release therapy. So I think that's important for everybody. Like you always have to get something out, whether it's a mixtape or an EP or some shit off the cutting room floor kind of thing. Like it just feels good, and you know where your sort of reception comes from with your fans and like whatever, and it's you just got to get shit out there. So it's First Friday is what it's about. First Friday of every month. E-Dubble.com, E-Dub Hip Hop, all those good things. You'll find it. As the Maker's Mark dwindles, as the Maker's Mark sponsorship.
Yeah,
sponsorship.
That leads to a good time to ask this question. What do you kind of take more to heart when you get reviewed by a bigger blog or just straight up YouTube comments?
Oh man. First off, I love me a good blog write up, of course, but honestly, I mean it's about what the fans say, and I mean a lot. That's like unbridled passion from like whatever they think about the music from their guts, like especially on YouTube and shit. I mean, I've gone through some of those threads and just been like moved by something, like a song, like change my mind or something, like help somebody through something serious, and then there'll just be some really trashy, ignorant stuff right above it, and it's just like it's kind of a mixed bag between the comments because sometimes people just wow out on like YouTube and stuff. But honestly, when those heartfelt comments come through and people are like willing to put themselves out there, whether or not it's their name on the site or not, like it hypes me up. Like sometimes I go there and I read that shit before I'm about to go in on a verse or something, or if I'm like feeling like not in the mood of writing or something, I just sometimes check out. I get on Twitter and might talk about it or just talk to fans or whatever, and they just, I mean, they will torch you right up. It's great stuff. So, but I mean, got tons of love for the blogs too. But gee, damn it, I have the best fans. Dream collaborations. Me and Rami were just talking about that this morning. I would love to get an album produced wholly by like Just Blaze. Just Blaze. Yeah, I just fucks with this shit so much, and he can just move. Oh my god! I mean, just his sound and everything, the way he's evolved, it's nuts. I mean, I don't know. He just goes. He's into the EDM shit now, and he's fucking killing that. And just that's like the sound, the kind of progressive sound I want. I want to work with a producer who can do that kind of shit. And I mean, there's so many good people out there I want to work with. But yeah, that sticks out, and he's performing here, so that's even cooler. But yeah, right now I'm doing a lot of production with myself, but for myself, but I'm working with Billy Martin from Good Charlotte, and we're gonna have some shit together pretty soon. And he produced Gray Skies, which came out in 2011, I believe, and I'm really looking forward to the shit we're putting together too. So it's a lot of good stuff going on. What's next? Well, we're doing this tour, so we're still on part one, but we're going to be all over the map starting in end of March and April, and we're going to be everywhere, so check your dates. On top of that, we're going to be on the first Friday tip every month, first Friday of every month, new song released. And there's a new music video coming out for a track off Reset. I'm not going to say which, but those who follow me on Instagram might know which one it is from the weekend. There was some ghost stories being told and some crazy shit going on in the place where we were shooting the video, so we'll have some outtakes from that. But yeah, there's a lot going on, and you can expect at least, well, I can't say exactly, but in the fall you can expect a release. And so there's a lot of shit going on. We're just trying to get all over the country and get out to everybody and put our show on and just fucking kill it. So it's been so great, the fan feedback and everything. So E-Dubble here for anyhiphop.com. Shouts to northeasthiphop.com. We're killing it here at the Middle East Nightclub. Shouts to my DJ Amin Ra. Thank you guys for checking us out. Peace. As the Maker's Mark dwindles, as the Maker's Mark sponsorship. Sponsorship.